Hey you, it's another beautiful day. Let's watch some stuff.
You should swallow one piece of gum every 7 years. Okay, so we all know we live in a big simulation, right? Everything around us is computer generated, right? That there's one thing that isn't part of the simulation. That's gum. Gum is weird. You chew it. You could just chew forever. That's because gum comes from outside of the simulation. Gum is real. Okay, so you also know if you swallow gum, it stays in your system for 7 years, and every cell in your body changes every 7 years, right? And the 7 year itch, you change personalities every 7 years. That's because every 7 years they come from the outside and they take you away and put a whole new you in there, and they can change you any way they want. But if you swallow the gum, then they can't, because the gum locks you in place, because the gum is real. Gum is their weakness. Swallow one piece every 7 years. Any more than that, you might get a stomach ache, but one piece every.
Except the problem is that the piece of gum that you think you're swallowing to save yourself is part of the matrix. It's all their zeros and ones. You think you're swallowing an actual piece of gum, but you're not. This guy's got a bunch of good ones. Yeah. Don't forget to swallow your gum, y'all. Hey there. Hey, thanks so much for stopping by. If you're having a good time, please hit that like. Hey, thanks so much for stopping by. If there's a topic you'd like me to cover, please let me know in the comments section and I'll do my best to get it in an upcoming video. If you're having a good time, please hit that like button and consider subscribing. It'll really help out my channel. And then come back tomorrow because I am making a new video every single day.
So you're going to go to Walmart, to go to the pickle aisle. And I want you to get a regular sized jar of pickles, but the baby pickles, right? The little baby pickles. Okay. And then I need you to go over to where they have the big bulk item. If you need to get like a gallon of ranch dressing, that's where you get it, right? And then I want you to find a jumbo container of baby dill pickles. You can get them in a giant jar.
Okay.
They're not the same pickles. What it is a very large jar of like medium-sized pickles. They are twice the size of the baby pickles that are in the baby pickles jar. How has this gone under the radar, and how have we as a people and as a country and as consumers and as men going to let them put those medium-sized pickles in the giant pickle jar and try to sell them to you and your family?
Pull the wool over your eyes.
As baby pickles. Oh. This is the biggest slap in the face to the American people since the Patriot Act.
Right.
So I'm actually going to go to the store today and I'm going to get to the bottom of this because I need to know. So that's going to happen. I'm going to find out and I'll report back to y'all tomorrow. Oh, speaking of reports, last night I went to pick up my son from Airsoft and I got home and there was 3 June bugs stuck to my window screen, my front window screen. So they're finally here. They've made it. Thank you all for all of your comments and letting me know about your June bug situation, and mine are finally here. It's a silly thing, but you know.
This is driving me crazy. Let's say there are aliens.
There are.
Okay, I don't know if that though for sure, okay? Why would they come to Earth if they're smarter than us?
They're all smart. They're beyond smartness of our country, of our nation, of our world. They're coming to Earth because this planet's in trouble. But there are ETs and replicas that are grays. They're not friendly. They want the Earth for their own property.
So why don't they just take over Earth if they're so smart? They could probably do it really fast.
But they're doing it now. It's happening right now. Ask anybody in here.
No, don't ask anybody in here. Let's just keep this between you and me because this is our little adventure. We don't want to include anybody else in here.
I don't care how batshit crazy he is. I love Gary Busey. I love him. That man is on a whole other world, and I admire him.
Right, guys, thanks for coming. Today we'll be looking at the theory that cocaine is a myth created by the media so that the government can manipulate our thoughts and control the population. I thought we were looking at the theory that all Hollywood's elite are secretly Satan-worshipping paedophiles. No, that was last week. And? Yeah, they are. So is this not the meeting about the Earth being flat? No, that one's next week. But I brought in all my proof to show that the Earth definitely is flat. Alright, what proof have you got? It's a poor quality screenshot of some bloke on Facebook saying that his mate's uncle's wife's husband's pen pal overheard Bill Gates saying that it is flat. That's enough proof for me. Let's cancel next week's meeting, shall we? I've got a question, actually. Why does it say on the invite that you sent us to meet at 7:45 PM? Because that's what time we managed to book the room for. I just think it's a bit weird that if you add the 7 from the 7:45 PM to the 4 from 7:45 PM, that's 11. And then if you take the 7 off and add the 5 from 7:45 PM, that's a 9. That's 9 and 11 right there. 9/11. Are you saying you think I'm responsible for 9/11 because I booked this room for 7:45 p.m? I just think it's a bit weird is all. Come to think of it, Billy, I remember 9/11 like it was yesterday and you were nowhere to be seen. Not that it matters anyway, because 9/11 was a myth created by the US government. Yeah, it were all a hologram. Yeah, and the bloody sheep fell for it. Yeah, the bloody sheep. Bloody sheep. Yeah, bloody sheep. Hiya, is this a meeting about 5G and how it's making us all attracted to geese? What? Yeah, the amount of geese I've had sex with recently since the council put up that 5G mast near my house. Bloody stupid sexy geese.
So I sat around one time with my father-in-law and my mother-in-law and my brother and my sister-in-law, okay? I was sitting around the table just a little while ago and we were talking about this stuff, and that makes me feel like that's what we may have sounded like. Just sitting there yammering on about this, that, and the other thing that, oh my goodness. That's too funny. I was speaking of my father and mother-in-law. Thank you.
What if I told you?
Pizza, pizza.
He doesn't say pizza, pizza, but he says piece of pizza. Piece of pizza. What do you think? Huh? Could it be?
All right, let me know what you hear. Do you hear piece of pizza or do you hear pizza pizza?
Okay, I'm about to show you something right here. I bet you didn't even know that Red Bull was a Christian drink, did you? Bulls are one of the animals that they gave up to God in the Old Testament. And red is blood. Okay, so Red Bull. So when you drink this, you're giving an offering to God. And there's two bulls. So this one is for the Father. And this one is for the Son. So can you guess what this yellow circle is right here? It represents a light. Like the light inside of you, like the Holy Spirit. Oh. Now look at there. They come in three. Now that was intentional because if you see, look, the Father, the Son, and what's next? The Holy Spirit, the Holy Trinity. Woo! And look at the tagline right here. It says, vitalizes body and mind. If you partake in the offering of giving up the Red Bull to God, then God will come and he will vitalize your body and mind. So therefore, the energy that you're receiving is coming from the can, but technically it's coming from the Red Bull. If Red Bull gives you wings, wings mean angels. Angels mean God. And see, it's right there. It's hidden in plain sight. They don't want you to see this.
Okay. All right. A little bit of a reach, but all right.
We all know that our blood is blue on the inside and it only turns red when it comes out, right? Everybody knows that. That's what we've always been told. It's a lie. It's just a stinking lie. Our blood is actually blue on the inside and blue when it comes out. And the reason it looks red when it comes out is because of filters on our eyes. The filters, they put them there with traffic lights. See, when you see that green, yellow, red pattern, new filter. Every time, new filter. And so that's what they do. And you can see it as blue, like when I get a vein popping out right here, it's blue because the skin that's over it, it doesn't stop the filter from letting you see the blue. So you can see the real blue if it's under the skin. But when it comes out, it looks red because the filter's doing its job. Why do they do this? Because of toner cartridges. See, blue ink is way more expensive than red ink. So they're ripping us off. Those toner cartridges are just filled with red ink. There's no blue. It's just a total ripoff. They want to...
I was not expecting him to go to toner cartridges. Let's keep going.
Back in the 90s, there was a gentleman named Stanley Meyer, and he invented a device that will allow your car to run on water. The US government offered to buy it off him. He said no. He then passed away by choking. His last words were to his brother, "They poisoned me." Another gentleman named Aaron Salter recently also invented a device that allows your car to run on water. How about this? Sadly, Mr. Salter was a victim in the most recent Buffalo tragedy. I don't know who's listening, but my mother-in-law is also working on a device to run on water.
I don't want to be serious about it because it did happen. These people were being taken out. And now he's like, oh, my mother-in-law. Okay.
They've been hiding this from you. Dinosaurs helped build the pyramids you see today. In the heart of Egypt, under the blazing sun, stand the pyramids of Giza. What if their construction is far more extraordinary than we ever imagined? Pharaoh Khufu commands a grand pyramid. The stones are massive, the task impossible. But deep in Africa, explorers discover living dinosaurs. The pharaoh hatches a daring plan. Under night's cover, hunters capture mighty sauropods, giant dinosaurs. With their strength, the impossible becomes possible. The stones are lifted with ease. The pyramid rises. Intrigued? Follow us for more mind-blowing theories and mysteries from history. Like and share with your friends to spread the wonder. To protect the secret, the pharaoh erases all records. The dinosaurs are released back into the wild, their existence fading into myth. Today, strange carvings and fossils are found near the pyramids. Could dinosaurs have helped build these wonders? History might be far more thrilling than we ever believed. The pyramids hold ancient secrets. Stay curious, for history is not always as it seems.
Can anyone explain how does the mirror know that there's an object there?
Oh my god.
How does the mirror know that that's there?
There can be only two explanations. Either our mirrors are Illuminati witchcraft, or that's just how reflections work. You decide.
Except for realies, though, how does that work? I don't know.
Some people might say I'm a conspiracy theorist, but after looking at it, I don't think beavers are the ones building these.
Okay, so full disclosure, I had to watch that like 3 times before I understood what. It's a dam. Beavers aren't building the dams. I think I'm laughing more at my own stupidity because that was very simple. I'm a pretty simple person. I don't think beavers are building these. Okay, all right. That's it for today. Thanks so much for coming along and sharing your time with me. I hope you had a good time. I know I did. Come on back tomorrow. We're going to watch some different stuff. I'm definitely going to say different things. It's going to be fantastic. Until then, have a wonderful day.